Chewie, we're home. Hey guys, this is Matt. So I'm about 12 hours late to the party on this, but I just couldn't resist making a quick little video about the thing that broke the internet today, and that is the first full trailer for Star Wars Episode VII, The Force Awakens. About a month ago, we got a teaser trailer that showed us just a little bit of the movie, but it didn't really tell us anything. And today at Star Wars Celebration, they released the first full trailer, which shows us a little bit more, but still doesn't really tell us a whole lot. And that's actually what I like most about the trailer is it totally just completely gets me so pumped for this movie, but at the same time, it doesn't spoil anything. It doesn't tell me anything. I have absolutely no idea what's going on, and that's the way I like it. In this day and age of trailers and TV spots, especially with the Avengers right now, there's every 5 minutes there's a new TV spot. I'm pretty sure that Marvel has released the entire Avengers Age of Ultron movie in a series of about 200 different 30-second TV clips. So I'm glad to see that this first trailer shows us almost nothing about Star Wars, and I kind of hope it stays that way. I'm sure we'll get a couple more over the next few months, but I really hope that they keep everything pretty close to the vest before the movie's released. So I want to talk about just a few things that I really liked in the trailer. The first being the opening shot of what looks like a land speeder just flying or driving or hovering or whatever they do across the ground on a planet. It's not Tatooine. I think it's a planet called Jakku. But it flies past a downed X-Wing fighter that's crashed into the ground, which looks pretty neat. And I was actually really focused on that before realizing that, wait, there's an even bigger, humongous Star Destroyer that's also crashed into the ground. It's just kind of sticking up out of the ground like this. That was pretty epic, seeing that huge, massive ship that we've only ever seen in space crashed into the ground, completely non-functional, at least we think. It was really cool seeing some of the new cast that we know almost nothing about. You've got John Boyega as a character named Finn, and then you've got Daisy Ridley as a character named Rey. For now, it looks like those are going to be the two main characters of the movie, but I don't really know for sure. I actually haven't read a lot about this yet. I don't think there's a whole lot of information to read yet, and I kind of like it that way. There's a lot of speculation on who these two characters are going to be. It looks like that Finn is some kind of stormtrooper, though they've been pretty tight-lipped about that. They talked about it a little bit at Celebration today, but they didn't really give up too much information about it, even though in a lot of the trailer it looks like he's wearing it doesn't look like he is wearing stormtrooper gear. But we still don't know exactly if he's an actual stormtrooper. Is he maybe a member of the Rebel Alliance undercover? We don't really know what his deal is. And then the character of Rey, we don't know who she is. Is she Luke's daughter? Is she Han and Leia's daughter? In the trailer, they do mention through a very cool voiceover from Mark Hamill. It sounded like the clip from Return of the Jedi when he says, talking about the power of the Jedi, how his father had it, he has it, his sister has it. Then he says, and now you have it. So I'm kind of leaning towards Rey being Luke's daughter, although she could be Han and Leia's daughter, because if Leia has the power of the Force, then it makes sense that Rey would as well. And maybe he was talking to her that she has that power, and that's where it came from. So no idea yet, but it's really fun to speculate, and I imagine we'll be doing a lot more of that as new information comes out. But again, I'm going to try not to read too much about it. I like keeping that stuff sort of spoiler free. I don't like to know too much about a movie going in. It's way more fun to be surprised when you're actually watching it. We got to see a cool shot of some X-Wing fighters sort of flying through a river. We haven't really seen a lot of those except in space, so it's kind of neat to see those sort of land-based almost. You've got Oscar Isaac as a character named Poe Dameron. From what I've read, he's supposed to be some kind of expert X-Wing pilot, and he may tie into a spin-off movie about X-Wing pilots. We're not really sure yet, but that was really fun to see. We got a couple great looks at the new Stormtrooper gear. Those look really nice. It looks like a really nice homage to the original trilogy, but with the updated look that you would expect from this. We also got an awesome shot of what I'm referring to as a Chrome Trooper. He's got kind of this cape hanging off of his shoulder. He's chromed out in Stormtrooper armor. It looks kind of black with a chrome metallic finish. Don't know what his deal is. Don't know if it's just one or if there's a fleet of those. But that guy looks awesome. Definitely looking forward to seeing that. And then we get to see a frontal shot of Kylo Ren, who looks like he might be the big bad in this movie. Looks kind of like a Sith. Not really sure though. There's been some speculation about his lightsaber. I read this really neat thing after the original teaser about how when his lightsaber expands, it doesn't really sound like a traditional lightsaber. It sounds more like flames and exhaust coming out, suggesting that maybe he's not an actual Sith or Jedi, that maybe he doesn't quite know how to make a lightsaber. He's just kind of trying to figure it out as best he can. I don't know. Again, don't really want to know too much, but it was really cool to see what he looks like. I mean, I'm okay with seeing that kind of stuff. And then, of course, the best thing about it, though, was seeing or hearing the original cast. So, again, we get the voiceover from Mark Hamill talking about the Force powers. He has it, his father had it, his sister has it, and then whoever you is has it. And then, of course, we get the awesome shot of Chewie and Han together. The Han saying, just talking to Chewie, saying, "We're home." It looks like they're on the Millennium Falcon when they're saying that. At least that's what I think. They're probably just excited to be back. They spent a lot of time on that ship in the original trilogy. They probably haven't been on it in a long time. This is taking place about 30 years in the future, so he probably just feels like he's home now that he's back on the Millennium Falcon. So all in all, it was a great trailer. If you haven't seen it yet, there is a link to it in the description, although I'm sure you've seen it by now. There's also links in the description to everywhere you can find us on the internet, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, anywhere we're doing something, there's links to it there. And until next time, we'll see you guys later. Bye.